Hello everybody and welcome to this Sentai Rangers at C2E2 2016. I'm Naaim Siddiqi, the editor-in-chief of SentaiRangers.com. You might know me better as Kuhan. Today I'm going to be interviewing Karan Ashley. She played the second Yellow Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so stick around, we're going to have some fun. I'm here now with Karan Ashley, played Aisha Campbell, the second Yellow Ranger. I think you did really well playing Aisha, but if you were to play any other Ranger, who would you have chosen?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I have such a near and dear relationship with Yellow, but if I had to pick, I'd probably want to be Red because I'm a leader, and I probably would want to, be the one saying, "Let's go," Yeah. So yeah, maybe Red Ranger. I don't know, but yellow's my color.
What was your favorite scene to shoot and your most memorable experience on set? So I guess two questions.
Oh my gosh, favorite scene. I don't know that I have a favorite scene because honestly, we were young and we were silly, and so every day we were trying to have as much fun as possible. But I think doing the movie probably was very memorable just because we got to go to Australia and we were supposed to be there 3 months, but we were there for 6 months. So it was like an adventure within an adventure. Like we were in a place none of us had ever been to. So it was pretty awesome. But I would think that, walking into the command center, and our little command center back in America was like a little, it was a soundstage, but it was like a little place. And then going to the movie set, it was like as big as this whole stadium. Like it was crazy. So that was pretty awesome, pretty breathtaking.
Are there any actors you worked with in the past that you would like to work with again, or any past or future Rangers you would like to have worked with that you didn't get a chance?
All of them, all the above, yes. I always feel like, I hope, because, this franchise is so successful, and Saban has, made almost $4 billion. I'm like, Saban, figure it out. Bring the band back. Let's all work together. I would obviously love to work with the original guys that I didn't get to work with, because once they left the show, we kind of came in, so we never got to work together on set, even though a couple of the episodes made it seem like they were there. They weren't. So I would love to work with them, and I would like to, obviously the new seasons, those guys are amazing. So yeah, let's do a collab, right? It's overdue.
Yeah. If Aisha came back today, what do you think she'd be doing on the show? What sort of character do you think she's going to be?
Aisha, I always say she went way undercover. She was a star at heart, so she's Beyonce, and Aisha would do the Beyonce thing, She would have a dance break in the middle of her fight, or something crazy.
Speaking of dancing, you were a dancer before you were on Power Rangers. What led you to pursue acting, and what was the audition process like for the show?
Even before the dancing, I was in a singing group called Crush, and we were signed to A&M Records, and it's funny because when we were signed, they had us audition for the Sister Act 2 movie. And at that moment, just that audition, I was bit by the bug. And I knew at that moment, I was like, I'm going to be an actor. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'm going to be an actor. And I'm going to do it along with doing all this other stuff. So when the group kind of folded and we kind of went our separate ways, I was like, I'm an actor. It just was what I was going to do. And I enrolled in college and got, into the program. I was going to go to film school. And literally 2 months after doing that and getting accepted, I got the Power Ranger audition, and my goal was always to move to LA, but literally I went to an audition, and 4 days later they were like, tell your parents to FedEx your clothes because you're on a TV show, and I became an actor.
That's pretty much, we talked to Steve a couple years ago, he said pretty much the same thing. They said, tell your parents to FedEx your clothes, exactly, same to same.
Yeah, we were literally, it was us, me, Steve, and Johnny, and I remember them slightly when we first auditioned in Dallas. And then when we went to fly to LA, we were all on the same flight. So we became really good friends because we just couldn't believe we were doing this. And once we got the part, it was those two guys, I think we're bonded for life because it's just going through that experience. And they actually came in the audition room and saw me do it because they put us together as a group. And it was so crazy. They were literally tell your parents to FedEx your clothes, not go back home and get them, but tell them to send them. So we never even got to go home. Exactly. It was and I didn't call any of my friends. And I just graduated high school, so they all show up to college a month later, and they're like, "Where are you?" Yeah. And I was like, "You'll never believe what happened." And they were like, "Get out of town!" And so I actually waited. The close ones knew. But I waited until it came on TV, and then I was flooded with calls because they were like, how did she do that? Yeah. How did that happen? So yeah, my life changed pretty quick.
Now, these days you're mostly known for hosting uncensored radio. What are some challenges of radio medium compared to television? What are some advantages, disadvantages?
Man, when you do radio, it's like you're extremely challenged because I don't have my winning personality and my facial expressions to get me through. It's all in the voice. It's all about, it's kind of like a voice actor. You got to entertain with only one instrument. So it's one of those things that I really love doing it because it was so much freedom and the uncensored show, but it was also a challenge. But I kind of like that challenge. I like doing something that was different, and I'm a very visual person. So for me, it was like, okay, like I was handcuffed, but I quickly learned how to figure it out.
Now, touching on voice acting real quick, how does that compare to the sort of the experience? Because you did something similar when you were guys in there in the helmets.
Yeah.
Obviously, they weren't micing inside those, so you had to go into a booth and that. So did that sort of help with this experience?
I totally agree. Yeah, the stuff that I've done that I've had to do it, like ADR is a tricky thing because it's all about timing and it's all about matching and syncing the voice and then also bringing the energy because it's like you're in you've worked 12-hour day and then they go do a couple hours of ADR. I mean, it's a long process. So you really have to like kind of stand up and do jumping jacks, do anything to get yourself in that mood because if you're saving the world, you can't just be like, oh, let's go. I mean, you've got to like, come on, let's go. Like, I mean, you've got to get into it. So I think it's like every actor needs to try to do voiceover just because it adds another layer to who you are. And then vice versa. Voice actors need to take acting classes. It's the only way you can learn how to do it. It's the only way.
Great. Thanks so much for being on the show, Karen.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys, that was my interview with Karan Ashley. If you want to follow Karen on Twitter, she's at Karan Ashley or official Karan Ashley on Facebook. You can follow Sentai Rangers at Sentai Rangers on Facebook or Twitter, or just go to www.SentaiRangers.com to find this and more great Power Rangers-based content. Until next year, may the power protect you. Rock on.